Going out to parties, trips where you jump off cliffs, hiking for orange sunsets, smoking shisha with friends, bars, clubs, camps, and whatever you may think a social life should contain. Well, my socially anxious self used to have none of this. Not new people, nor experiences. I'd just sit in my dark room, eating McDonald's or some other unhealthy food, watching movies day and night. Until 2 years ago, I understood that that's not how I want my life to be spent. And then I started learning what a vibrant social life is and how to get it. And truthfully, I got it all because I developed a subconscious system in my mind. And I managed to put it into words. But before I show it, well, using advice starts with understanding it. So let's define first what even is a vibrant social life. My definition is that a vibrant social life is spending time with different, often new people with whatever frequency feels comfortable to your own social battery. And from this definition, we can outline the two ideas and a process that make together this system. Understanding your social battery, getting invitations versus inviting for a vibrant social life, and a quick 3-step process to get you interesting people into your life, more than you'll be able to manage. Starting with the social battery. People can drain your energy without you even noticing. All it takes is for them to be a little pessimistic, overly complaining, and quickly you will find yourself hating people. And you shouldn't hate meeting and spending time with others if that's your goal, because naturally, if you hate other people will not like you as well. So we need to learn our social battery. And it was purifying for me as an extroverted introvert to finally know why sometimes I want to be the loudest extrovert and then I don't want to go out for 4 days in a row. So to learn our social battery, we need to answer at least those 6 questions in detail. How often can you go out in a group of people? How often can you go out one-on-one? At what times? During the morning, during the evening, the afternoon, or when? At which environments? In bars, coffee shops, in loud places, quiet places, public or private? Define it. In what scenarios do people drain your energy? In what scenarios do people maintain or heighten your energy? We're obviously speaking here of social energy. The more detail you put into answering those questions, the better you will understand your own social battery and you will be able to pull off events like I do. I can go to a loud karaoke every Thursday and spend 3 hours there speaking with whoever I want and being the loudest of everyone, but then I need at least 3 days of recovery. And during that time, I can only go out one-on-one. I know those things about me because I answered those questions in detail. But there is a possibility that you aren't actually sure on how to answer those questions. In that scenario, we need to get you to spend more time with people first. And during and after those events, you need to be conscious about your energy levels and how they fluctuate. So the rest of the system is to get you more time with people. So now the second idea. Everyone likes being invited to events. Even if they don't want to go, even if they can't go, everyone loves it because it says that the inviters like them. And who doesn't want to be liked? You agree on this, but how often do you truly get invited? If you're watching a video like this, that probably means that not enough. You'd want more. So you have 2 options then. You can either wait for people to invite you into the specific activities with the specific people at the specific times, and you know that it's highly unlikely that anything like this will happen often. Or the second option is to become the initiator yourself and begin to invite others into the activities that you want to do. Obviously, more people will like you, as I said previously, and additionally, if you invite others, then you are the one who has control over how much time you spend with people. You're the one who manages, who controls how vibrant your social life is. You can fluctuate how often you go because it's up to you then to decide. But that control only happens if you have a lot of interesting people that you do want to invite to those different events. And if you're not in this position, then I have a process for you to get you more interesting people into your life. I use it weekly and it works miraculously well. So as mentioned previously, it contains 3 steps. 3 simple, sweet and short steps. Go to your palace of value, get to know every corner of it and spend more time on the corners that look particularly interesting. Starting with, go to your palace of value. A palace of value is simply a place where people similar to you spend time. And I call it a palace of value because what's a better way to define who you are than to define your core values? I define core values as something that you just cannot live without. I, for example, cannot live without growth. Since I started to progress in any area of my life, I began to be addicted to it. And I cannot also live, for example, without people. So to define your core values, if you don't know them yet, there are 3 ways you can do this. My favorite one is to just journal and continuously in different times, in different scenarios, in different places, ask yourself the question, what can't I live without? The second option is to go through the stereotypical list of values. I linked it in the description. And the third one is the most beginner friendly because you just do online tests for free. I've linked them in the description as well. And then once you define your values, you must find the answer to this question. Where do people with this set of values spend time? You can ask your friends and family what do they think. You can ask ChatGPT, you can research it online, or just ask it to your own knowledge. However, whatever, you must find the answer. And the answer is your palace of value, a place where similar people to you spend time. Then the second step of this process is to get to know every corner of this palace. I'm referring here to literally everyone who goes to this palace of value. Yes, it can take some time, but truly, if you small talked with 30 people who have probably similar values to you, I promise you that with at least one of those, the vibe will click, the chemistry will be in the air, and this will be your potential interesting person that you may want to befriend. We will test it in step 3, but first let me show you how I did this. So a couple of months ago, my sister recommended a bar to me. And when I finally got time, I went there. I enter and I feel this awful smell of cigarettes in the air. I see that the dirt is on the floor and it's loud. There are people completely not from my generation. Many of them are literally 10 years older than me or more. And for some reason, I just feel that this is my place. This is my palace of value. And so I go there, I dance and I sing karaoke and I talk to many people. And with one girl, just the vibe clicks. And I guess it clicked for her as well, because the same night she invited me to go to a free concert with her next week. And I went there and I met her and she's my friend right now and I really like her. And in the next couple of weeks, I also met many more interesting people there. Even the past 2 weeks, I've met like 3, all because I continue to go there and talk to new people. Sometimes they are friends of friends, sometimes they are complete strangers. Often they have a similar set of values to me. Often they like to spend time in the same ways as I do. And that's why I often make friends there. But how do I make friends from those potentially interesting people? Here we have the step 3, which is to spend more time on the interesting corners of the palace of value. So we both know that connection really not often is built in loud public places. Connection is built through deeper personal conversations, and those naturally happen in private, quiet places, ideally just being one-on-one. And so if someone feels interesting to you in that palace of value, you should pull them out of there because it's probably a public place where many people are. And once you do this, naturally a deeper personal conversation will begin. So for instance, if you're in a bar, you can ask them if they want to go to smoke with you. or if it's not too loud for them to conversate, and just get them out of the bar somehow, obviously with flow. Or if you go to a sports club, then you can just invite that person to go to a tournament with you. Or let's say you go to a book club, then you can use the excuse of, hey, let's grab a coffee before the next group meetup because, well, we'll be more focused or whatever. We have those big brains for something. Be creative and pull interesting people out of loud and public places into more private and quiet scenarios, and you will connect with them. Obviously, if the conversation is weird, if that person actually isn't as cool as you thought they would be, just go meet more people and find another one until they stick and become your friend. That's the entire process. That's how you get more interesting people into your life. So taking everything I've said today into account, a vibrant social life is spending time with different, often new people with whatever frequency feels comfortable to your own social battery. And from that, we know that we need to learn our social battery. And we also need to start to invite more people. But then if you don't have people to invite, you need to find your palace of value, a place where people with similar core values to you spend time, and then go and meet a lot of people there. And once someone feels particularly interesting, you just pull them out into a private scenario to make the conversation get into deeper, more personal topics. And if you connect all of this and you begin to invite the new people, the old people, with whatever frequency feels comfortable to you, you will build your dream vibrant social life. But if you don't understand the point in this video, or you just want to get direct help from me, click the first link in the description to schedule a free personalized plan of action call. So go click it while it's still there. Take care.